just get a panning shot of you all in attendance. All right, let us begin. Okay, so welcome to Woodland Crescent Burn. So in attendance today we got 5 crew, 1 burn controller. So we're looking at current situation is 80% indigenous grassland and 20% introduced. It's listed as plains grassland, but yeah, I'm not sure that's accurate. 95% cured, so we're obviously within fire danger period. So and we've had a bit of rain, so it's high curing of the site, so the fire should travel easily. We've got 1 rocky knoll to the north and then a flat grassland to the south. It's approximately 0.3 of a hectare, so small area, and the flame height is predicted at 0.9 to 1 metre high. I mean, that could increase with some of those Themata sections. Rate of spread at 1.75 kilometres an hour. Risk of property, so there's no property at risk. We've got good breaks in and we're surrounded by a road, but we are obviously within a housing development, so we just need to be mindful of that. Notifications and letters have been made throughout all the houses within this area and some other side streets as well. High profile burn given the situation, and in fire danger periods, CFA or MFB might be called out. In fact, they probably will be, but they've all been notified, and the Wallard CFA guys, I spoke to him yesterday, he's been notified, as well as internal Whittlesea notifications and social media and all the rest of it. Today's weather, 25 degrees, a high 25, sunny. Winds are from the southwest currently, which is pretty light at the minute. They have to swing south-southwest by 10 AM and then settling into southerly, a bang on southerly, so that direction, that's north-south, by 11 AM. And it's saying around 10 kilometres an hour, but it's going to be light, I think, and unpredictable. Relative humidity, we're looking at, obviously, you can't go less than 30. I mean, I don't think it's going to get that today, it's kind of mild. Humidity's quite high at the minute, and it'll not take that long to burn. No risk of spotting. And it's obviously, as I said, a high public area, so we might get people walking past, asking questions, so just direct them to me or anybody else wants to chat to them. I mean, if anyone gets aggressive, we would just phone 000 and tell them to contact Whittlesea Council. Mission: reduce biomass to benefit native germination, and reduce the risk of arson, so anybody lighting fires, it'll mitigate that. And we suppose on site will protect the paradoxes and the acacia. Everything else can burn. Execution, so for the burn we're going to start in the northwest side, because it's a southerly wind, so we'll start this end and work back. There's no big predicted wind change today, so we'll monitor the wind closely and adjust if necessary. I mean, the fire will probably swing around a good bit given it's such light winds. Yeah, so we've got 1.53 metre brush cut lines which will wet down prior to ignition around the whole site, and we'll start, once we get an idea what the wind's doing, we'll start up here, this section here, and we'll just probably start with lines. If the wind does behave itself, we'll just start with line pattern. Once we get this blackened off area, we might just move to spot pattern and let that just do its thing. It's sort of limited, it's not high biomass, so we don't need to get it too hot. Tasks, so I will be burn controller, Rick will be ignition team to start with. We will circulate that and give everybody a go as maybe in the next zone we'll get some of the new guys to go. Edie, you can jump on short line rig, and these are the rigs here, short line, long line, or I don't know what that one is, that's the long line, yeah, long line's here, so I'll pull these back to start with. So Edie's over here, and Alice, you can jump over here, and then Lucas and Hunter can just jump on either. Maybe Hunter, you can jump over here, and Lucas can go over here, and this line will pull back and just have it sitting stationary if we need to use it. So we've got 2 plots to burn. We'll do this one first and then this one second, and we'll go over this briefing afterwards. But it'll probably be the same setup as this. We'll just move these cars down here, pull the lines back, move this car here, line back, and we'll start in this corner. And we'll maybe muck around, as Rick was saying, with our burn patterns on this one. We'll just see what the wind does. The wind should pick up a bit more by the time it gets down here, hopefully. So we wet down any vegetation. Just keep an eye on the paradox. We don't really want them to burn, because they can die after fire. So we'll try not get them to burn. And obviously keep an eye on if anything comes over into the re-beds and mulch beds, we don't want them to go up. The ducks. Okay, so any questions on that? Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. Administration. So water points. We all know where the point is over this street that we were filled up this morning. We got drinking water, first aid, snakebite kit on the table with the radios as well, and wind meters. Just make sure, we'll just check the fuel in each rig, make sure they're filled before we start, and then obviously when we move over the next zone we'll check that again. I will take a break in between burns to give people a rest. Not too hot today, so the sun exposure isn't an issue. And then patrol staff will stay 2 hours afterwards in case of any flare-ups, which is going to be Alice and Edie. So I mean, it won't be a long day today, so it'll be usual finish. And contact Danica after it's finished. Chain of command, so communications, I'll be in charge. Anything else through me. Obviously welcome to suggestions from anybody if you want to mix up anything or change anything. And no lighting up unless approved by me, so no walking off the drip torch, lighting up stuff. And obviously again, there will be public interference potentially. We've got a play park beside us we need to be wary of, and the smoke. Escape route, so yeah, I mean anywhere across the road. It's such a small burn, just jump over the fence if it does get out, and we'll call 000. Slips and trips, so rocky knoll, obviously a lot of rocks around, uneven surfaces, just be wary of that. And I mean, I don't think there's any risk of snakes, it's such a small area. Insect bites if you're walking through, especially the guys in the drip torches. First oil on table if we need it. If it breaks containment lines and we can't safely extinguish, we'll call 000 and move staff away to the anchor point until the fire department arrive. And that's it. Is any questions? Very simple. Just okay. And let's just get the vehicle started and get going. Beautiful. All right.